The hottest podcast on the internet. All raw opinions.
Welcome back to our show.
Yeah, welcome back. We got a special guest in the house tonight.
Yeah, got somebody good.
Do the
Yes, we
introduction.
do. Mr. Dmitry. He is a local artist here in South County. Introduce yourself.
My name is Dmitry Troshin. I'm a tattoo artist here. I'm from Russia, but I've been here for the last 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
All right. Let's give a round of applause for Dmitry for coming on. Though.
Yes.
We gotta have the applause.
No, you know what? I'm going to tell everybody, when I reach out to people, it's really hard for people to, to say, hey, I'm going to come on your show.
Yeah.
And
They're afraid to come on.
Yeah. I always tell everybody, don't be afraid to come on. And you were very humble and you said, yeah, I'll come on. Tell us how many followers you have.
Few 100,000, I'm not sure.
Not a few 100,000. You have a lot.
He's pretty humble.
Yeah, he's very humble. And you know what? That was very nice of you to say, hey, I can come on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're honored that you said you were going to come on. Thank you.
Yeah, what exactly do you do though? Do we say what he does? Yeah, did we
He's
mention
a
it?
tattoo artist.
No, he's a masseuse.
No, he's
I'm gonna lay on the table right now, and he's gonna massage me and show everybody what he does.
But I don't think he said when he came on. There's like, okay. But obviously you're a tattoo artist, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We see the neck tat, and I gotta say, man, your work is really fucking good, dude.
Oh my god,
fucking incredible.
Your Instagram, let's say your Instagram handle real quick. What is it?
It's Mr. Troshin.
You guys need to go on. Maybe we can have some pictures going on in the background when we edit this.
Yes.
But your work is good, bro. It is very good. So I don't have any tattoos, right? And I always, not because I don't like them, is because
he's scared of needles.
no, I don't know what.
Me too.
I'm that guy who's like, fuck, what do I get? I overthink shit too much. But if I did get a tattoo, I would have to be from someone like you.
Thank you.
It would have to
Yes.
be. I don't care how much money I have to pay. I am not going to get a fucking tattoo that I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Norma has a couple bad ones on her.
You know what? I was very young, Dmitry.
I know they're old. They're old.
Dimitri,
They're old.
I started when I was 14. And of course, when
Isn't
you're
that
14.
illegal?
This is what we do on the show, man.
It was illegal, and there's some that don't look like what they're supposed to look like. But yes, I have them. But your shit is
It's amazing.
I don't think pictures do justice to your work.
I agree.
Please, everybody,
Yeah.
yes, please, everybody, follow his handle because I'm going to tell you right now, his work is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I have never seen something like this. So I really want to give you hands down on your work. Have you always been that talented? Like, I mean, as a kid, did they notice that you were?
Did you draw?
Yeah, did you draw?
always like, how were you when you were a kid?
I always liked to draw, and they tried like when I was like maybe 4 or 5 years old. They tried to send me to art schools and stuff like that, but it took me like 2 days to be there, and I wasn't happy about it because they made me draw stuff that I didn't want to draw, and all I wanted to draw was like police cars and a lot of smoke around them.
Oh, okay.
So and I
Yeah,
didn't care about like flowers or
Right.
other bullshit.
yeah.
So yeah, they tried to teach me, but I guess I was unteachable.
Right.
So you've been here 6 years. You said here.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you straight go into like a tattoo parlor and start working, or did you?
How does a tattoo guy start?
Yeah.
I
How
guess?
did you start? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I started back in Russia like
Uh-huh.
12 years ago.
12 years. Okay.
And when I was moving here, before I even decided to move, I came to a few different shops and talked to other artists and saw different areas in California. And I was thinking like where exactly I could live, and my wife too. And after guesting at the Vatican Studios, we decided that we want to stay here in Lake Forest. And since then.
Nice.
So the Vatican here in Lake Forest, California, obviously. So that's where you're actually working out of.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you have like a big list of people, like, because you're so good? Like, is it hard to get an appointment with you or what?
No, not really. It takes time. It takes some waiting, and I'm not very cheap, so it
Right.
takes some money too.
But like I said, man,
Yeah.
I'd pay top dollar if I want to get ink on my skin. Like I said, that's how serious I would take it. So, and you want to go to an artist like you, you know, and I noticed some of your work and I was wondering like, did you ever kind of grow up around graffiti too? Like graffiti art? Were you ever like into that or not really? Or
I tried to do some graffiti, but I never wanted to do like illegal stuff and bombing and stuff like that. So I took it very serious. And when I started doing graffiti back in Russia, I actually went to like government buildings and I asked them about permission to draw on some particular like objects.
Yeah.
And they gave me paper, and with that paper, I bought the
permits and all that.
Yeah, the spray paint. And
so you did it right.
But if you did something illegal in Russia, you can like get really fucked up and go to jail and
it's not that bad.
So it's not that bad for that.
I mean, graffiti is not that bad. You would get like fine or something like this. But it's not.
Did you see the graffiti in LA? The buildings they did.
Those towers.
Man, all over just overnight.
Every graffiti artist ever it's like now trying to blast that because it's so like it's on. Like the news, everybody's like on that right now.
I wish police didn't try to like stop it.
I like it, you know, but I get it. You don't want to do it on people's property, but it is nice. It does look kind of cool.
But that's kind of LA, so
that is LA.
Should go with it. Yeah, just like
that's LA.
I'm moving into a graffiti tower.
You expect it in LA, you know. I mean, I have a question. Have you? I don't know if you can talk about it, but have you tattooed celebrities?
I have tattooed a few like football players, fighters, artists. Not Tom Cruise or like that level, but some people, yeah.
Oh, nice. And how do you feel? Do you just take it as I'm just doing my art? And do you get like, what is it that stunt? What is it?
Oh, starstruck?
Starstruck?
Like when you meet them? Yeah.
Not really, and I'm very particular about what I do, and I don't like take on any project, and I wouldn't want want to work with a person just because he's famous and like do whatever they want for them, just to like get some hype or something like that. And I still try to like choose projects that I'm interested in.
Right. So that's a good question. Then, do you ever like turn down? Like, hey, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do like an elephant on your face. Like, or like, will you ever say I'm not going to do it? Like, if you don't like the project?
You know, I don't have to do that anymore because I just don't get people like emailing me and asking about stuff that I wouldn't do actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like the rate of people who email me and who get tattooed by me is like 99% pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, if you guys look at his Instagram, his work is amazing. So what you do, I mean, some of the art you do, I'm like, wow, it's not just bullshit art. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's art.
Freaking.
So I can see how you're like, no, I do art. Like you really do tattoo pieces, huge pieces. I mean,
it shows that in your artwork shows that you take it so serious. You know, like you really put time into it. Like it's obviously something you love, right?
Yeah. And I love to think of myself as a storyteller. So my favorite type of projects is when people come and they want to share their story, their life on their body. And it gives me an opportunity to like learn more about them, see some stuff they do or they're into, see some stuff like some stories about their parents, grandparents, and then turn that whole thing like into
a story,
into a sleeve or a back piece or something like that.
Is there anywhere you won't tattoo somebody?
I would never. I mean, I never tattooed anybody like private parts.
Okay, because somebody here has a cousin that got tattooed an elephant trunk.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna say a name, but it was in prison.
Really?
If I recall,
God.
like it is in prison, and I'm not gonna say names, but like,
oh my God, I didn't even know that.
So if someone wanted an elephant trunk, you'd be like, nah, I ain't doing it.
I ain't going there.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
Who does that?
I mean,
someone in
I
prison.
know a couple of artists who actually did some projects on like people's penises and stuff
Oh my
like this.
God.
And it's mostly like to shoot a cool video or like make a story about it.
That's gotta hurt though on the penis. God.
I can't imagine.
No,
Oh
no.
my gosh.
But we can't. No.
Okay, so let's stir away from that. So these guys are a lot of.
Sorry, man.
At least we made you laugh.
Yeah, you're such a calm guy,
I
man.
know.
I know. And I was like, should I ask this shit? Or not?
So I see that you have art on yourself, because we call it art. Now, back in the day, you couldn't have art because especially in the workplace, I had to cover I'm half sleeve, right? I had to cover myself. It can't show. Now we can.
Yeah,
now
it's more acceptable now.
Now doctors have it. You can go and you're like, it's art. You can't.
Which
they
I'm
can't
glad.
judge
I'm glad
you.
it's more acceptable, and it should
Absolutely,
be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even told my kids, whatever you do, just do something that means something. Don't do something stupid. Which thank God they haven't done anything stupid, but. Do you have someone in particular that you only trust to do your tattoos?
Right. Good question. Yeah. Who does yours? Because you can't do it yourself, right?
Yeah, I started getting tattooed pretty late. My first couple of years of my tattoo career, I didn't have any tattoos on myself because I was just like, I guess I valued my skin so much.
Right.
I didn't want to get anything stupid that I would regret later on.
Yeah.
And when I started getting tattooed, I thought of it as a collection of like the best artists in the world.
Oh, wow.
In a particular style. And I decided for myself that each part of my body will be done by one artist.
Okay.
So I only have like 2 legs and 2 arms and 1 back and one neck. So I'm very limited in my choice of artists.
Oh, wow.
And so far I'm keeping this idea, and like every finger of mine is one separate artist.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that. Yeah. So I still have to do my left arm, my left sleeve, and we're gonna start this year actually. And I started my back, and I still need to decide on my front. And that's all.
Do you like the pain? The pain. Do you tolerate?
I cannot stand the
I
pain.
hate
No,
that fucking
no.
pain.
But don't they
Usually
have some
I'm
sort?
drunk.
Yeah.
Like, by him.
Don't they have some cream now? I see it all over Instagram. Like a cream.
Or-
That's for punks.
Or what do you think about
Shit,
the
I'm
people
doing it.
that?
I don't care.
No. What do you think about the people that like they knock them out and like there's 5 people tattooing and then like by the
like
end of
they
the
actually knock 'em out?
Their whole back is like done and they're like half their body's done because they had 5 people tattooing at the same time. What do you think about that? Like, isn't it
like a team. It's like a
not
team of
traditional
tattooers.
to
Yeah.
where you're supposed to just sit in a chair and take it and do it? But now it's like these people
Or
that
under anesthesia.
or like,
Yeah.
hey, in a weekend, I want to get my full body tattooed, and we'll just knock you out and
Fuck,
tattoo
knock
you.
me out. Fuck yeah.
No, but that's kind of not traditional, right? That's not the way you get
So
tatted.
What do you think of
is
that,
it better
Dmitry?
to have pain or?
I have mixed feelings about it because, and I'm actually I just was on the phone with a clinic about this whole stuff, and we were talking about pricing and everything, and it's crazy expensive to do. And
What's a price? Just throw it out there.
Because isn't it like it's called a procedure, right? Because you have to put them under.
Yeah, it has to be done in like a surgery
Right.
room,
okay, so-
and you have to have an anesthesiologist right next to you,
Yeah, 'cause
controlling the whole process.
Yeah, because
So I think the price goes
anesthesiologists.
up.
No, yeah, because
price goes up.
no, because the problem is you got the anesthesiologist bill separately. Their price alone is different. You got everything being sterilized by the OR room. Then you got all the surgical techs there, and then everybody is billing separately, and then plus the artist, right? Just throw it out there. What was the?
And it's not just one artist, because it doesn't make sense for me to do the work alone, because
No.
I would, in this like 8 hours, I would only finish a small part of it. So it has to be like 4, 6
Multiple- I've
artists.
seen that,
working
multiple
at the same
people,
time.
like-
yeah. Because it only makes sense if you have enough people to finish like something big, like a back piece.
Especially if you're going to be out for 8 hours, right? Like,
Yeah. Especially
kinda gotta get it done.
if you're paying this money, I mean, you expect like something big to be finished in this time frame.
Yeah.
So
But imagine the itchiness. Like you get done, your whole because it itches after a little bit.
Oh, you're probably in pain, right?
Someone's
Your
gonna be
whole back?
tapping your body
oh yeah.
if you get your whole back done or like back, front, whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's
Well, I've never got tattooed by like few people at the same time, so I can't imagine that. But I'm pretty sure that doing that under anesthesia is much less painful even after. I mean, you're going to be sore. Your whole back is going to be sore.
But at the end, you get that itchy, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
After a couple of days, when your skin heals, it gets itchy and all that stuff. Right. But still, it's so much better than actually like going through the whole process. So I guess if you can afford it,
right,
maybe it makes sense. But there is another problem with that, because if you go to get a tattoo from a particular artist, you kind of know his works and you know what to expect from him. And if you get tattooed by 6 different artists, you basically get 6 different tattoos in one. Right. Even if they are like so well organized, to work on one big piece, you're still gonna see the difference between different artists, because each artist has his own technique and stuff like that. Because I've done a few pieces with my friend Alex Sorsa. And we did a few back pieces at tattoo conventions, and it took us 3 days in a row to finish a back piece. So it's like every day it's 8, sometimes 10 hours in a row, and then 3 days in a row to finish the whole thing. And it's just 2 of us, and we were able to do it. But to do the same in 1 day, it would require probably at least 6 artists. What I'm saying is, it's more about quality and the style of work for me, because if you just want to get your back piece done in 1 day and it doesn't matter to you like what kind of work you get, then it's fine, and especially if you can afford it. But I'm very like I'm still thinking whether I want to do it or not, because it's a cool experience.
But you don't own the whole big piece. You only own
a portion
of it if you're working with somebody, right? So that's not your entire piece, because somebody's on
but he can still take credit for
half the piece. Because
it could be my vision, my design, and I could separate the piece into parts that, like, each artist is good at something. So I could choose a different artist for different parts of the piece.
But you haven't done that yet, so you're still
he has.
No. And for him, it's like it's the experience.
It's art. I mean, you're like, this is my piece, but somebody else is going to be working on my piece.
But for him, it's the experience to do it, huh? Is that what you're going towards?
Yes, and I just want to make sure that I can provide like really good quality piece, not just a huge piece in 1 day,
right?
For a lot of money,
right? So I have a question for you. So obviously you've tattooed men and women, right?
Yeah, but mostly men.
But women have more tolerance for pain, right?
Definitely.
Well,
no, that's true.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you know what?
Can't argue that.
Because I have more tolerance. When I go, I feel the pain, but I can handle it, right? Mm-hmm. I've had it on my collarbone. I've dealt with it, and that's really painful. When I took him the last time, he was on Jack Daniels, and he was tapping out. He was like, he could not do it. I'm like, oh my God.
I have a chest piece with my daughter's
But
name.
that's not where you got it. You got it here.
But I have a chest.
But that's a thin area, though, right?
That shit hurt.
Yeah.
He didn't finish getting it shaded. I have the outline, but never got shaded, because I was just like, that shit felt like someone was stabbing me with.
Where do they say the most painful part to be tattooed at? Is it the neck? Right
Your
here?
Balls.
Because my buddy,
maybe
I would say
my buddy told me that because he got like something right here, Dave, and he said it hurt really bad right here.
It does. A collarbone's very painful.
It's pretty painful, but I've had areas worse, like some parts like behind the knee or on the foot. Or
I have one on the foot.
Yeah, that's thin. Yeah, wherever the skin is thin,
Here
probably,
too.
right?
On the wrist is pretty sensitive.
Yeah, it's pretty painful.
I got a question though, and I've always, I don't know what generation you're from, like how old you are, and you don't have to say your age or nothing like that, but what do you think about the face tattoos that are everybody's getting now? And no judgment to anybody who has that, but do you think that's something? I know it's
what triggers people to do it.
Yeah, what do you think? Like, because usually the traditional was not to do your face, but now it's more acceptable to do the face and all that. Do you find yourself doing more face tattoos on people at all, or?
I've only done a couple of tattoos on the faces, and usually not like on the front of the face. Sometimes like right here, right next to the ear. I think people have different reasons to get those tattoos. Some people just want like to get some hype and to get some attention
Shock value.
especially like young like musicians and artists and people like that who just want like all the publicity they can get, and they get those tattoos. And I mean, I understand that. I would probably not get any tattoos on my face.
That's what I would think too.
But isn't it because like your tattoo that you get, say 10 years ago, is going to change because your body changes, your skin changes, right?
Right.
So in your face is going to change. So now that heart you have is going to be bleeding, like now, and you get old and you got wrinkles, so it's not going to look like a heart.
Well, it's not going to look like you're 24 anymore.
So all these guys they're going to be like smeared faces.
Check this out.
Right or no? Like,
I'm sorry. We can answer.
No, I'm pretty sure it could be done with good quality.
Good quality,
and it could stay. It just, I can't really remember any good quality tattoos on the faces.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just up to the artist.
But if you get it at 20 and then you're 80, it's going to look different.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's going to look way different.
Right?
Like anywhere on the body.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to...
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I
don't do face tattoos.
I don't know if this is documented, but this is what I heard. But who's the rapper or the singer? Oh man, the guy. Shit. Anyways, he didn't get his face tattoos. Post Malone. I heard that he didn't get his face tattoos until after he made it to being a star. And that's smart because you get a lot of these like Instagram rappers, like, you know, they're just trying to be the look and all that. And they get these face tattoos. But I would recommend probably like wait till you make it, then get the tattoos, because Post Malone, that's what I heard. He got the tattoos after he made his money and he knew he was going to go his, musician route. But if you're a kid and you just want to be the rapper and do all these face tattoos and you don't make it, then you're stuck with some stuff that says like,
unless it's your personality and it's who you are and you already have it. I'm like, why are you going to fake who you are?
Yeah, but every tattoo kind of like bleeds, like spreads, like your face.
You just got to make sure that you don't.
Like you're not going to have that tight skin at 80 that you had at 20.
But there's a lot of surgeries out there that'll make your skin tight.
I guess some people just don't care about quality.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine with like trashy tattoos or all over the face.
You got to be careful with that though, because what if all of a sudden you need a job and you don't make it in the music world and you can't, and you got to work for somebody.
Remember, the jobs now are it's acceptable, but
not the face.
Dmitry, you probably agree with me that the ink nowadays, the machines nowadays, it's
everything's better.
So much better that
because you have some good tattoos.
I mean,
and some bad ones.
I'm gonna kick your ass in front of Dmitry.
You showed him already.
Speaking of bad ones, do you do a lot of cover up too? Do you cover up a lot of?
I don't. No, it's just because of my technique, I can't really physically cover anything up.
Yeah, don't go to him if you want cover ups.
No, his is so precise. It's like again, his Instagram does no justice. You guys. Again,
yeah, no, it is. If I ever get brave enough, like I said, I'm an empty canvas. I got nothing. So you'd be like,
he's gonna get a little heart on his butt cheek.
You're lucky.
A very small one.
I would go to you, man. I'm telling you.
You gotta get something. It's gotta be in memory of your mother. Yeah. And you need to be brave enough. And if you do, you have to go see him.
Of course, no. If I ever decide one day to get a tattoo, I'm gonna go to you or somebody, or if I can get an appointment with you. It's someone in your quality. I don't understand why people don't. They should only pick good quality tattoos. I know it's expensive, but that's life. It's for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Get the best tattoo you can, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me to talk about the pricing, because I mean people spend $1,000 each year to buy a new iPhone,
right? And they won't do it on the
and they spend so much money on new cars, and they change it every 3 years, and they don't get this money back usually, and still when they tell them the price for a tattoo, it's like way too much.
They're like, what? I'm like, well, yeah, this is on your body for the rest of your life. Why not? Yeah, like I wouldn't mind.
If you get surgery on your heart, you don't want to be like, give me the cheap
valve.
Yeah, well, you want the best shit.
If I have to replace it, I will. I'll go back in later.
And not only that, what if the guy doesn't use good needles? What if he's not? You want to pay for this is on your skin, quality, people. Yes. This is your body. You know what I'm saying? So. But
you pay for what you get.
You pay for what you get. What you get.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. When I saw your work, I fell in love with your work.
Thank you.
When you got back to me, I was like, you're very humble. Yeah. Very, very humble. And I feel like when people are high up like you are, and I'm going to say high up because what you do is very high up there. I feel like people always need to stay humble, you know? And again, I appreciate you being here, you know, and I want people to really just check his shit out. Like I can't even say it enough. You know, so I don't know.
Can I ask you a question? Does it annoy you when people when you're tattooing, you're doing your work, when they just keep talking? Just shut up. Let me go to work. Or like, because they want
you want people to shut up.
Like they want you to talk back to them.
Artist want
like,
the
you're there
client
to
to
work.
know?
Yeah, exactly.
What would you tell?
Or they start talking about their baby mama, and like you're tattooing.
You probably turn into a counselor.
I kind of trained my clients to just
Shut
put on
up.
their headphones, and I have my
okay, there you go.
headphones, and we don't
See.
really like talk much, and I can concentrate on my work. And
Okay.
That's good. You
Yeah.
know what? When I get my nails done, I don't really like to talk to the ladies because, you know, as it is, they have a broken English. Not again, I have nothing against them, but I like to be on my phone or just kind of watch something, and I don't like them talking to me. How your mama? I'm like, my mom's fine. They don't really. They saw my mom once. So how your mama? How your sister? How you? I'm good. Like, just do my nails. I just came to relax.
I'm like that with the Uber driver. When he's driving me there, I don't want to talk to him. But when I'm drunk and he's driving me home, I'm like a blabbermouth. Hey, what up, man? How you doing? You know,
How long you been doing this?
Yeah, hello.
Shut
I
up.
want them to do their
Just
job.
sit
Like,
down.
you
When
know, I
I'm
want them
sober,
to
I'm like, all right,
concentrate.
I don't
You
wanna
know,
talk to you.
I get it, and it's nothing against you or anybody doing their job. I know that they're doing an amazing job. I want them to do their job. I don't want them to, like, you know, not focus on what they're doing. So I think that's what you're doing with training them that way. That's perfect.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite artist, tattoo artist that you look up to? Like, because you're so good, but who do you look up to? Like, is there someone you want to give a shout out? Like, I really like your work.
I have a list, and basically almost all those artists already tattooed me. So
okay.
I have a collection from those like few artists that I respect the most.
Nice.
Oh.
Do you want to mention their names?
Anybody
or,
we know?
Or would you rather keep them?
I can just like list the the people who tattooed me if you want to.
Yeah, go.
I mean, was it a lot or?
It's not a lot.
Oh, go for it. Yeah,
Go
give a
for
shout
it.
out, man.
Yeah.
So my right leg is Alex Sorsa, my friend and a great tattoo artist who just moved here as well, and he works with me in the studio.
Oh,
Left leg is Sergio Sanchez. He's in Long Beach, I think.
nice.
Right arm is Carlos Torres. He's in Long Beach too. And then my neck, like most of my neck, is Nicky Norberg. He's in Sweden, but he comes here sometimes. The front of my neck is Mayonnaise. I think he's in New Zealand or Australia right now. And then my back, we just started my back with Sam Taylor. He's a great lettering artist in Australia. And then my fingers, it's a collection of first letters of names of the best lettering artists.
Oh, wow.
So I have Book, Norm, Flax, Sleeps, BJ Betts, Sir Twice. I have Franco Vescovi doing.
Franco Vescovi, yeah.
He did these two logos on me, and then Sergei Murdoch from Russia. And I only have like one more arm and my front to fill.
Right.
So two more artists.
So do you get a discount? Tattoo artist to tattoo artist?
Yeah, they
It's
give
a
them-
Or is it
respect
free?
level.
Like,
I'm
I'll
sure it's a
tattoo you, you
I
tattoo me.
think it's a respect level,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it depends on the artist, because sometimes I tattooed those artists and we kind of like traded
Right.
work, and sometimes I pay in full, and sometimes they charge me a little bit less because they know me, and it really depends on the artist.
I do have to give a shout out to Franco Vescovi.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
I was his canvas when he first started, and he has a tattoo on my back that he did. So I see you, Franco.
Shout out to Franco.
Without
Yes.
Franco, I would not be here. Yeah.
Shout out to Franco Vescovi
applause,
out of the
Franco.
Vatican. Yes.
And you know, and shout out to all those people he mentioned too. You know, good
Yes,
artists.
shout out
He's-
to all of them. Yes,
Yeah.
if you guys are ever around and would like to come on our podcast, come on. Dmitry was not.
afraid to come
Come
on.
on.
But you gotta before we wrap it up,
Yes.
like do your Instagram, like all your contacts, anything you want to promote.
Yes.
It's your show right now.
It's your.
Well, my Instagram is Mr. Troshin, Mister Troshin, Troshin. My website is troshin.com. YouTube is the same, Mr. Troshin, and that's pretty much all I use.
Okay. And they can get you work out of Lake Forest, California.
I work in Lake Forest, California at the Vatican,
Vatican,
Tattoo
okay.
Studios.
So again, if you want something
Good work.
good shit
Yeah.
and are willing to pay that good money, if not, don't waste this time, please.
Yeah.
Do not waste this time because he don't play games.
Check out
Okay.
his Instagram and
Yes.
you will be very impressed.
Again, he was not
Afraid to come on the show.
And Dmitry, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank you
coming
for your
on.
time.